How does God feel about the destruction of the wicked?
The Bible says, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Ezekiel 33:11. The Lord is not willing that any should perish. 2 Peter 3:9. He may bring to pass his act, his unusual act. Isaiah 28:21.
While some have used the concept of hell to accuse God of being a tyrant, this could not be further from the truth. Destruction of the wicked is an unusual act to God because God is love. 1 John 4:8. Everything he does is motivated by love. Still, while love is the motivating factor, true love cannot exist without justice. While there must be a punishment for the evils in the world, God takes no pleasure in the death of the wicked. He does not delight in seeing people perish, but is doing all he can to rescue as many as he can.
What was God's original punishment for sin?
The Bible says, God has said, you shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Genesis 3:3. For the wages of sin is death. Romans 6:23. The soul who sins shall die. Ezekiel 18:4.
In the beginning, God told Adam and Eve that if they ate of the fruit of the forbidden tree, they would die. While some suggest that the punishment for sin is burning forever in hell, and in all fairness, at first glance, some verses may give that appearance, when we study it out, we find an entirely different picture. The truth is, the Bible consistently says that the punishment of sin is death. If the penalty for sin is death, then the fires of hell are not going to burn forever. They will simply burn the wicked until they die.
Is hell a real thing?
The Bible says, and if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. Matthew 5:30. How can you escape the condemnation of hell? Matthew 23:33.
This mythological idea, invented by Dante during the Middle Ages, describing hell as a pit in the middle of the earth with multiple levels where the devil tortures dead souls and scorching fire, is not real. But the Bible is clear that hell is real. While God does not want to destroy anyone, he is a God of justice. And the horrible injustices in the world that have gone unpunished throughout the ages, and all the secret sins that have caused so much pain and suffering over time, must be judged. Hell is the final sentence enacted on the wicked to restore justice to the universe.
Is anyone burning in hell right now?
The Bible says, for the wicked are reserved for the day of doom. They shall be brought out on the day of wrath. Job 21:30. Reserved for fire until the day of judgment. 2 Peter 3:7.
Some say the wicked start burning in hell the minute they die, but the Bible does not suggest that at all. Instead, it says that the wicked are reserved for the day of wrath. When you reserve a table at a restaurant, you are holding it for a future event. If the wicked are reserved for fire to be brought out on the day of wrath, they cannot be burning now. According to the Bible, no one is in hell right now. The wicked are currently resting, reserved in their graves, where they are kept for the coming punishment, when all will face the judgment together.
How will the wicked finally die?
The Bible says, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. Revelation 20:9. Sodom and Gomorrah are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Jude 1:6.
Jesus returns, the wicked are raised, and as they surround the city of God for one final attempt to overthrow God's people, fire comes down from God out of heaven and burns up the wicked. At that time, the entire earth becomes a pool of flames. Both Jude and Peter describe the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah as an example of the final destruction of the wicked. See Jude 1:6, 2 Peter 2:6. Of course, we know that Sodom and Gomorrah aren't still burning today, but they turned to ashes as a symbol of what will happen to the wicked in the judgment. See Malachi 4:1.
What will happen to the wicked in the fire?
The Bible says, "But the wicked shall perish, into smoke they shall vanish away." Psalm 37, verse 20. The way of the ungodly shall perish. Psalm 1, verse 6. These will utterly perish in their own corruption. 2 Peter 2, 12. All the wicked he will destroy. Psalm 145, 20.
The Bible says God will destroy the wicked. They will perish in the fires of hell, and like smoke, they will vanish away. Not only will they perish, but the Bible says they will utterly perish. They will be destroyed together. The future of the wicked shall be cut off. Psalm 37, verse 38. Notice the decisive language. If the sinner was to live in the fires of hell forever, God would not say that they would utterly perish or be destroyed. But the Bible consistently uses this and similar terminology to describe the final punishment of the wicked.
What will become of the wicked in the end?
The Bible says, "For yet a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. I sought him, but he could not be found." Psalm 37, 10, 36. And they shall be as though they had never been. Obadiah 1:16. And shall be no more forever. Ezekiel 28:19.
While there may be a couple confusing verses that some have twisted to invent the concept of an eternally burning hell, many overlook the verses that say the wicked will be consumed from the earth and will be no more. Psalm 104:35. The Bible repeatedly affirms that after the fires of hell go out, the wicked will be no more. See Psalm 104:35. The Bible even said that Satan will eventually be no more forever. See Ezekiel 28:14 through 19. The wicked will not be found anywhere. It will be as though they had never been.
What will be left when the fires go out?
The Bible says, "All who do wickedly will be stubble, and the day which is coming shall burn them up. That will leave them neither root nor branch, for they shall be ashes." Malachi 4:1, 3. It shall not be a coal to be warmed by, nor a fire to sit before. Isaiah 47:14.
First, Malachi starts by saying, "The day is coming, burning like an oven," which again confirms that hell is not burning now, but is in the future. Second, we are told that the fires of hell will not continue to burn the wicked, but it will burn them up. They will be gone. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Isaiah 47, verse 14. Third, this is confirmed by the fact that you shall trample the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. After the fire goes out, all that will be left of the wicked are stubble and ashes. There will not even be one coal left to be warmed by.
What is the destruction of the wicked called?
The Bible says, "Then death and Hades were cast into the lake of fire." This is the second death, the lake which burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Revelation 20:14, 21:8.
The Bible calls the lake of fire the second death. That implies it is the second time the wicked die. All of us die at the end of life, sleep in the grave until raised in the resurrection. Then the wicked will die again. They will not continue to live in hellfire, but die a second time, thus the second death. After that, even death and hell are cast into the lake of fire, which means death and hell will finally end. And from that time there will be no more death or pain. Revelation 24. How could there be no more pain if people burn in hell forever? Doesn't the Bible say the wicked will receive everlasting destruction?
The Bible says, "These shall be punished with everlasting destruction." 2 Thessalonians 1:9. When all the workers of iniquity flourish, it is that they may be destroyed forever. Psalm 92, 7. They perish forever. Job 4, 20.
Some get confused over verses that speak of everlasting punishment and everlasting destruction. Matthew 25:46, 2 Thessalonians 1:9. While the word everlasting means forever, the term everlasting destruction does not imply that people will burn forever. The psalm clears this up by explaining that the wicked are destroyed forever. Psalm 92:7. The term everlasting punishment and everlasting destruction simply mean the wicked will be destroyed forever, never to live again. The punishment has eternal consequence. Hell does not burn forever, but the results of the fire are forever.
Doesn't Revelation say hell burns forever?
The Bible says, "Smoke of their torment ascends forever." Revelation 14:11. You have destroyed the wicked, you have blotted out their name forever. Psalm 9:5. You shall not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all your days forever. Deuteronomy 23:6.
Revelation uses the term forever 3 times, for Babylon, for those who accept the mark of the beast, and for Satan and his angels. 2 of the references refer to smoke rising forever. Revelation 14:11, 19:3, 20:10. While the book of Revelation is highly symbolic, the Bible sometimes uses the term forever figuratively to mean as long as a person lives or as long as time continues. See 1 Samuel 1:22-28. In light of all the evidence, these verses are clearly saying that the wicked will never live again, but will be gone forever.
How long will the fire of hell continue to burn?
The Bible says, "And the dead were judged according to their works, by the things which were written in the books." Revelation 20, verse 12-13. For true and righteous are his judgments. Revelation 19:2.
A God of justice could not allow unrepentant murderers and rapists to go without punishment. Nor could he give rapists the same punishment as thieves and liars. God's judgments are fair. The punishment of hell will be equivalent to the sins committed in this life. The wicked will be punished fairly, according to their works, each suffering the same amount of pain they caused others in their lives. The more wicked they were, the longer they will suffer, which means the devil will be punished the longest. When all is finished, the fires will finally go out, and sin and sinners will be no more forever.